So what's all the necessary steps you need to have laid out in front of you to get through every single deal problem-free? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to make that happen. But just know, at any time, anything you need to get you through the land investment business, plus help you with some passive income strategies, can be found directly below in the description. So be sure to check that out afterwards. Also, stay tuned to the end of this video because we're going to give away some real estate in this. Yeah, we're actually giving away real estate. So anyway, let's get into the meat of this here. Everybody gets held back because they're so scared that something is going to go wrong on every deal. And something will go wrong on every single deal. So how do you avoid this? How do you navigate through it? And how do you go ahead and clean up your books so you can just keep flip, no problems, and everything's good? Well, I want to share a story with you today, something that had happened to me. And I've done literally hundreds of land investment deals, from flips to seller financing, you name it, everything in between. I've been doing it. So you would think after hundreds of deals, we don't have any problems. Everything's dialed in real nice and proper and everything's smooth. But I sold a 10-acre parcel. This is a property I purchased probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Sold it on seller financing right away. The note finally came paid in full at this point, so it was time to deed it over to the seller. Now, I've done plenty of these transfers in my day, and in Arizona, it's a little different, whereas they have 2 forms you have to fill out to go ahead and get the deed to transfer. So you have the deed itself, you sign off on all the information that you're transferring it to this buyer, and you get all that notarized. Then they have something called an affidavit of value, and you can find that online. Little tricky extra piece of paper you have to have filled out to go ahead and file your deed. So you fill out the affidavit of value line by line. It's pretty self-explanatory, which is great, but go line by line, fill everything out on it. And then at the bottom, you sign off and you notarize your signature. Then you take the deed and the affidavit of value and you mail it to the buyer. Stick with me, this is important. You send it out to the buyer has to sign off now and get it notarized. Arizona is one of the states where you have to do this little extra step. It's a 2-part series before it actually files. So I get it out to my buyer, he signs off, and he mails everything in for filing. My phone was blowing up today from Arizona. I'm like, hey, I don't know anybody in Arizona, whatever. So let it go to voicemail. It was Mojave County Recorder reaching out to me because on the affidavit of value, line 5B, I had overlooked on the beginning steps. And it's a simple line that says, when is the next tax payment due? You just got to put a date in there. That's it. So I'm like, can you just kind of throw me a bone and put that in there? Legally, they're not allowed to do that. But fortunately, the person on the other end of the phone, super cool, was able to just scan it, send it over to me. It's like, just write the date in there, scan it, and send it back. We're good to go. Boom, boom. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is no matter what, however much experience you have, little or tons, you're going to mess up deals, even if it's little tiny things or big things. But I don't want anybody being held back from getting the results they want because it's inevitable. You're going to mess up. So just get out there, get dirty, and keep your cool is the best way to approach everything. Problems are going to occur, but go ahead. What's the situation? Okay, give me a minute to figure this out, and I'll get right back to you, and then lay everything out. Figure out what needs to happen, make the calls, send the money, get the notary, whatever the case, and push right through it. So like I said, I wanted to share this because a lot of people reach out to me and they have a lot of, very valid questions, but I know it's almost like delaying the process of starting. And that's why I always press to say, look, just go out there and buy 2 or 3 tiny deals that cost next to nothing and flip those. Even if you just break even or you lose a little bit of money, that will calm all the jitters, all the nerves in your land flipping model, and you'll be like, okay, I get this. This is not this big scary thing. I could do this, and if something does go wrong, it's not a big deal to go ahead and fix it. Communication is everything too, by the way. If there is a situation, hey, get all the parties on the phone. Look, here's what just popped up. Here's how I'm handling it. Everybody good? Everybody cool? Great. I will be in touch. You'll get tracking numbers if the paperwork has to get back out to you, and you can go ahead and press forward. So I just wanted to share that with you. After hundreds of deals, I still mess up deals all the time. It's not a big deal. Keep your cool. Keep expanding till you hit your passive income number, whatever that is. And let's be real, that number never shows up because as soon as you hit your goal, you're going to go that much bigger. But anyway, let's go ahead and pivot here real quick. I said I was going to start sharing different investments we are making right alongside the land investment business that is easy for people to follow. This is not necessarily investment advice telling you what I am buying, but just wanted to share real quick. We're buying this month in Cash App. Every single day, just wake up, hit $100 investment on this in AGNC. It's a REIT. It pays a monthly dividend. This is something that's cool to start in. I always recommend if you're pivoting into stocks, start with REITs or funds that pay a monthly dividend because it kind of gives you all the moving parts of passive cash flow. So you go ahead and make the investment there. You can see if your investment fluctuate a little bit in the meantime. But while it's doing that, every single month, you're going to get a little passive income check, a little dividend, and this is how everything starts. And then if you like that, you just put more money in every single month. You get dollar cost average in until you get this nice portfolio and you get a nice check every month. So like I said, this whole month we're buying AGNC. Basically, I do this routine. I get up, do my workout, I eat, market's open, boom, hit $100. I'm not even thinking about it, dollar cost averaging, and then I'm on with my day. So that is the REIT I'm buying in Cash App, amongst other stuff, but specifically with Cash App. While we're on the topic of that, if you have Cash App and you want a REIT, I want you to go ahead and drop a comment down below. Just drop REIT down below, and at the end of the week, I'll pick a random person. If you have Cash App, I will send you one share of this same one that I'm investing in, and you'll go ahead and be able to watch that passive income. So if you stuck with me to this point, comment REIT down below. Gotta have Cash App. If you got Cash App, I could send a random person that comments down below one share of that. Hit that like button and subscribe too if you haven't done so already. And finally, let's get on to cryptocurrencies here. Now, nothing crazy to share on this one. The one group I'm in, they're really big on Hex and PulseX. So I've been investing in that. If you want to learn more about that, I'll show you how I've purchased it, what I've learned, all that fun stuff. But an easier thing to get into, Polkadot on the Voyager app is paying 12%. So this is another thing I dollar cost average every day. Wake up, hit $100, boom, don't have to think about it, and I'm getting 12% on that position plus any appreciation because you know these cryptocurrencies, they'll go sky high and then they plummet again, then they shoot back up. They're all over the place. That's why it's great to dollar cost average these. That way you won't lose your mind. Now for me, on these things I don't think about, wake up, $100 a day, whatever. You don't have to do 100. If you have more money, you could do way more than that every single day. If you're just starting out, you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't trust this stuff. Do $1 a day, do $10 a day. You could start really small like that and then build yourself up. So like I said, that's a recap of everything going on today. Deals are going to get messed up. Don't let that hold you back from taking action. Go out there and actually just purchase some deals. Keep pressing forward. We're buying AGNC as a REIT this month for passive income. If you have Cash App and you comment down below REIT, I'll pick a random person out of that and send you a share so you get your little baby portfolio started. And I appreciate you checking it out. So that's my way of saying thank you as well. Finally, buying Polkadot this month because it's paying 12% on the Voyager app. If you want to learn more about that as well, shoot me a text at 440-567-6040. Check out the resources down below. Everything from consulting calls to help you get through your first or next land investment deal, different links to go ahead and get free stocks, learn more about passive income that way, and everything in between. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Hit me with any questions. I'll see you in the next video.